Welcome to Highly Capable, a Cavalier sports podcast here at JCCC. That's the first episode of Highly Capable, brought to you by the Campus Ledger, I guess. I'm Landen Fields.
I'm Caleb Durland.
And we're here today, as I said, it's the first episode, kicking off a sports podcast for the Campus Ledger. I'm pretty excited about this. I think it's going to be a good time.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Well, a few things, just like to kind of preview the show and what we would kind of like the show to look like moving forward. We want to have interviews with players and coaches from JCCC. We'd like to talk about a few national topics here and there, like, KU, K-State, Mizzou, the Chiefs, Royals, all that kind of good stuff. And we're absolutely going to cover the JCCC teams as well, what they're doing, what they're going to look like moving forward this year. But today the main topic is going to be Caleb and I. We're just going to be talking about how we got involved with the Ledger, and why we love sports. So I'll start with you, Caleb. What led you to find the Ledger and work at the Ledger, and why do you like sports? Why do you love sports?
Yeah, so I'm going to start it off with how I got into sports, because that's really the beginning of the story. So when I was young, I picked up football about as young as I can remember.
As a good American does.
Oh yeah, as a good American does, for sure. And then so I had a PS2, and I played a lot of Madden.
You're a great American, man.
Oh, yeah.
You are an amazing American boy.
Really picked up on the video games and Madden, and football was just kind of my first love. I was a Chiefs diehard from, age 5.
Yeah, for sure.
Eddie Kinnison, all those guys. I mean,
better days now for the Chiefs, but
yes, definitely better days. Loved it regardless. But really got into football. Baseball started to pick up once the Royals started getting better, and I've just always kind of been a basketball fan. Been a fan of the Bulls, recently the Bucks. Don't really have a team with basketball, just like watching it. The sport, it's just a fun sport. But now we're here at college. Last year I worked at Chick-fil-A. And I mean, fast food is fast food.
Yeah, no, I've had a fast food job. It's fun for a minute.
It pays the bills.
Exactly.
But I found this Campus Ledger job, though. I've always been kind of tied to video editing, and it's just kind of been my passion. I picked up on it in high school, and really just been running with it lately. Been doing stuff with Arrowhead Guys. They're a sports news company, and been doing YouTube videos and stuff like that for them. Just made them a Mahomes pump up video.
I can confirm that it will pump you up.
Oh yeah,
it's pretty good, man.
When I was editing that, man, I was ready to run through a brick wall, and I spent some time editing that, so I was ready to run through a brick wall for about 2 weeks straight. It was fun, but got onto this Campus Ledger job. Me and Len instantly started on a Chiefs project, and we went around asking JUCO kids if they wanted to talk about the Chiefs' upcoming season, and we did interviews with them, and it was just a really fun video. We got to film a lot of Chiefs fans, and it was just fun talking about the Chiefs to the Johnson County students. So
yeah, no, for sure, that was a great time. That video was a lot of fun to make. You did a pretty good job interviewing. You've had a lot of experience with video editing, but not necessarily like filming or interviewing. And I think you did a pretty good job for your first time, man.
Yeah, it's been new getting behind the camera. And actually being in the video, because I'm always behind the camera,
right,
just capturing whatever's in front of the lens, but really being able to interact with the people while behind the camera, that's kind of fun, and definitely new to me. But my roots are sitting at the computer editing, but it's nice to be able to interact now, and getting that experience is gonna be a fun job.
Yeah, for sure. No, where my love of sports comes from, my dad was always a big sports fan growing up, so I really didn't have much of a choice other than to watch football and college basketball on the weekends. I still think every weekend is the best holiday on the calendar in the fall. Big Chiefs fan. I lived in Michigan though for 12 years of my life, and the Chiefs don't usually come on TV and local cable, so I had to watch a lot of Packers and Lions football growing up. And I would just kind of check the Chiefs scoreboard, and they would lose a lot.
Oh yeah. But if you would have grew up now, I mean, the Chiefs are they're on TV throughout the whole Midwest, basically. If you've seen some of those.
Yeah, no, that's.
Have you seen any of those pictures of the TV coverage?
Yeah, I have. Yeah, and it's a lot of coverage for the Chiefs.
Overwhelming how much Chiefs coverage is taking effect this year.
Yeah, really. And then when I moved down here in 2013, that was the year that Andy Reid and Alex Smith both took over. So basically, you're welcome for the Chiefs' success. I'll take credit. Yeah, been a big Chiefs fan ever since. Huge college basketball fan. I also have a college basketball podcast called Inside the Paint. It's about KU basketball. It's pretty fun. It's not like this. You can check it out. Not that this isn't fun. This is a lot of fun, but you can check that out. I don't know if I'm allowed to plug, so that's why I'm talking in this voice. Anyway,
Gotta plug it in.
got to get my plugs in. Yeah, and then over the years, I did some like video work at my church. I really enjoyed that, and then got involved with the Campus Ledger. Found out about it. Now they had a sports producer position, which is basically like what I've always wanted to do as a career, is be in sports media. So doing this and doing the video work for the Campus Ledger, like, I mean, dream come true, really. So, I mean, all that's awesome. But how did you get involved with Arrowhead Guys?
I actually DM'd one of them on Twitter. His name is Daniel Harms. You should check him out. He does a lot of Chiefs film. He breaks them down pretty well. If you're a Chiefs fan, I would definitely check out his Twitter. But I DM'd him and offered up if they needed a video editor just to hit me up and put me in a group chat with Anthony Stratton, who runs the Arrowhead Guys, and he sent me a couple files to do a sample video, and they liked what I did. So I've been doing Chiefs videos ever since with them, and I did a series called 60 Years of the Chiefs, and a writer there his name Chris Wendell, he wrote a series of Chiefs, the best Chiefs players at each position throughout Chiefs history, and I put a video together of like highlights of all those players, and it went together with the articles, and so that's where I've been with that. And then I did that Chiefs Mahomes video, and I'm going to be starting on some new projects here pretty soon. Nice.
I also made a Mahomes video for anyone who's interested. It's not posted anywhere. It's also not as good as Caleb's, but I still enjoy it. Yeah, so we're your hosts. You are stuck with us for as long as we're allowed to do this show.
You can't vote us out of office.
No, this is not a democracy. This is tyranny. This is a dictatorship. You listen to us. You're going to listen to us and enjoy it. I guarantee it, actually. Actually, I can't guarantee it because I don't know who you are, and maybe a sports podcast isn't your thing. What's our thing, and what's going to be the thing of the show, is JUCO Sports. Look at that segue. First show, 10th show vibe. Let's go. Mid-season vibe.
Mid-season form out here in Johnson County.
Today only, though. So let's talk about some sports a little bit. Men's soccer last year, they went 9-1. They did make the postseason. They started this year 3-2. We're recording this on a Friday. They have a game on Saturday. So it's possible they're 4-2, but it's also possible they're 3-3. I have confidence, though. They seem like they have a good team over there.
And with soccer, they could be 3-2-1.
That's also true. Ties are a thing.
Ties
shouldn't exist.
Ties are not a win for anybody.
No, the Lions and Cardinals tied in the NFL this past weekend, or I guess, in week 1. Yeah. And that was wildly disappointing because I really wanted the legend of Kyler Murray to begin.
Kyler Murray, we're not getting off on.
No, we can't go on NFL. We have to stay on topic. That was one of our main points before we started recording, is that we had to stay on topic. Yes. And we almost went into a full week 1 breakdown of the NFL right there. But I'm going to rein us back in. Women's soccer went 11-7-2 in 2018. Very solid record. And they started this year, man. Their first 3 games, they scored 20. They outscored their opponents 20-2.
They're looking super strong this year. Just impressive play again. Like, this year, I'm excited for women's soccer this year.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, all the JUCO sports are pretty decent. Like, they have pretty good teams.
Women's soccer is in right now. I mean, U.S. just won.
Yeah, soccer's big, especially in this city, and with the women's national team, like.
Women's soccer is in this year, and they're playing amazing at the right time.
Yeah, they did lose their last game, unfortunately, to like totally kill that vibe. It was 1-0. Still scoring 20 goals in 4 games in soccer. I mean, that's pretty impressive. I think they're going to keep it up this year. And then volleyball, maybe the most impressive team of late. They went 30-8 last year, and they finished third in the country. They won the third place game in the national tournament.
Yeah, the volleyball team always seem to put together a really competitive team.
Yeah, for sure. They started this year 9-2 also, so they're picking up right where they left off. Have you been to a volleyball game?
I have not. I've been to men's basketball and women's basketball last winter.
Okay. I went to a volleyball game for a shoot, and it was a pretty good atmosphere. And
Yeah.
I've been to volleyball games before, and for anyone who hasn't been, you should absolutely go because it's a fun atmosphere. Like, it's a fast-paced sport.
Volleyball is very big in my high school, and I feel like volleyball is also a big part of this school's sports atmosphere. Like, I feel like there's a lot of fans that follow the volleyball here at Johnson County Community College.
Yeah, and there was a pretty decent turnout, but I would challenge people to go to volleyball games.
Oh yeah.
And just
Definitely.
go to all the sports. I know the soccer, like they don't play on campus right now, but we have like this great field that they're gonna play at as soon as the construction around campus is done. That field looks so nice.
Oh yeah.
Right by the baseball fields. So definitely go to a volleyball game. Like it's fun.
To rank nationally, guys. I mean,
Yeah, they're
it's gonna be
one of the
interesting.
best teams in JUCO in junior college athletics. Like they're worth checking out. Volleyball is really entertaining. I know it's not like one of the major sports because there's no like real like popular pro league.
Yeah.
So people only hear about it if it's college or like the Olympics.
Yeah.
But I mean, you should absolutely check it out. Like you won't regret it. It's a fun time. So really fast here. We've mentioned the Chiefs a bunch. Let's talk a little bit about the Chiefs Jags. Let's talk a little bit about Chiefs Jags. They have played the Raiders, and I assume that they won, and that will be a horrible thing to say when we look back and they lost by 2 touchdowns.
Derek Carr in that offense.
Derek Carr goes for 350 and 4 touchdowns. But the Chiefs look really good, and there's been a lot of excitement. Like, I don't remember seeing this much excitement like around campus last year.
Yeah, and I mean, in the Chiefs-Jags game, we did lose Tyreek.
That's true.
But what is awesome about this team is that we can lose the best weapon we have on offense outside of Patrick Mahomes, and we still are not worried about how the offense will perform because we have so many depth guys that's going to step up, and we're not going to miss a step. And Tyreek will be back in 6 weeks, and we're just not going to miss a step. I don't think we're going to have problems against the Raiders or so.
Hopefully we didn't have problems against the Raiders.
Yeah.
But no, the excitement level was off the charts.
Oh, yeah.
Like, you can hardly walk, 10 feet around campus without seeing someone in a Chiefs shirt.
Yeah, everybody around campus was in Chiefs gear, and just the people that we interviewed through that video.
On that video.
They all seemed really excited, and Chiefs are just going to be a hot topic this year with even around campus.
Yeah, no, I think even just in the community, the Chiefs, sports bring people together, man. They do. I know there's people out there that think, we shouldn't focus on sports. We should focus on, politics and, trying to, bring the world together. But sports brings the world together a little bit.
Yeah.
It brings the campus together.
Kansas City is an amazing place, and I love this place. And I will say that I've been here for about a year or two. I just moved here. But I can already tell that during the fall, there's just a different energy and a different vibe about Kansas City when the Chiefs are out playing. And it's just it's a different atmosphere every week in and week out. So.
Yeah. The only thing I can compare it to is, the energy around town between, the 2014 and 2015 Royals runs.
Oh, yeah.
That energy of just, this team is special, and it just brings the entire community together.
Yeah.
That's what this Chiefs team feels like to me, and I think that's really awesome.
And with Patrick Mahomes, I think that energy is here to stay for a while. So
oh man, I love Patrick so much.
It's not going to be a 2-year deal, 3-year deal like the Royals. So
no, yeah, hopefully it's closer to a decade. So I guess that's probably going to do it for us today. A little preview episode. Future episodes I hope are longer if we get guests on. There's some players. There's some former players.
Yeah, players. There's some Johnson County alumni that's made it in some pretty high up. What do you say? Semi-pro leagues.
I'd say semi-pro leagues. Yeah, no, I think the future of this show is bright. I hope you enjoyed this little intro episode, and we should be back in the near future. I'm Landen Fields.
And I'm Caleb Durland.
And this has been Highly Capable from the Campus Ledger. Stay classy, JCCC.